going on, Hoops fans? It's your boy Brian here with another edition of ACL TV. Hope you guys are having a great week. Got a very special episode for you guys. Now, in today's episode, we're going to dive into the life and career of Derrick Rose, one of the most electrifying players in NBA history. His journey is one of triumph, tragedy, and resilience. From his rise as an explosive MVP to the series of devastating injuries that altered his path, Derrick Rose's story is both heartbreaking and inspiring, so let's get into it. Chapter 1. The Prodigy Early Life in High School. Let's start at the beginning. Derrick Rose was born October 4th, 1988 in Chicago's Inglewood neighborhood, an area known for its challenges with violence and poverty. Growing up, basketball became an escape and calling for him. His three older brothers saw his potential early and fiercely protected him from trouble in the neighborhood, helping him channel some of that focus into basketball. Rose attended Simeon Career Academy, where he quickly became a high school sensation. At Simeon, he not only earned back-to-back Illinois state championships, but also wore the iconic number 25 jersey as a tribute to Ben Wilson, a former Simeon star who tragically lost his life. Rose was not just a top player in Chicago. By his senior year, he was considered one of the best high school players in the nation, known for his speed, handles, and athleticism. He was already compared to NBA stars for his on-court instincts and explosive moves. Chapter 2. Memphis and the 2008 NCAA Tournament. After high school, Rose went to the University of Memphis under coach John Calipari. His lone college season was legendary. He averaged nearly 15 points, 4.7 assists, and 4.5 rebounds per game, showing his versatility as a point guard. But it was the 2008 NCAA Tournament where Rose truly put the country on notice. He led Memphis all the way to the championship game, showcasing his ability to dominate on the national stage. His 25-point performance against Texas and clutch play against UCLA in the Final Four helped propel Memphis to the title game. Although they fell to Kansas in overtime, Rose's tournament run was enough to make him a household name. He declared for the 2008 NBA draft, and the Chicago Bulls picked him as the first overall selection, a hometown kid coming to revive one of the NBA's most storied franchises. Chapter 3. Rookie of the Year. Rose's rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. He averaged 16.8 points, 6.3 assists, and 3.9 rebounds per game, winning Rookie of the Year honors. Rose wasn't just scoring. He was orchestrating the Bulls' offense, showing a level of maturity and poise rare for rookie point guards. The highlight came in the playoffs against the Boston Celtics, where Rose had one of the greatest rookie playoff performances in NBA history, with 36 points, 11 assists in Game 1. That series, often regarded as one of the best in NBA history, went on to 7 games, including 4 overtime thrillers. Rose had arrived, and Chicago had a new superstar. Chapter 4. Ascension to MVP. As Rose progressed, he showed massive improvement every season. He worked tirelessly on his shooting, making his mid-range jumper more reliable. By the 2010-2011 season, Rose had taken his game to an MVP level. He averaged 25 points, 7.7 assists, and 4.1 rebounds per game, leading the Bulls to the league-best 62-20 record. In April 2011, Rose became the youngest MVP in NBA history at just 22 years old, beating out stars like LeBron, Dwight Howard, and Kobe Bryant. His ability to get to the rim, finish through contact, and create opportunities for teammates was unparalleled. Rose's MVP season was full of signature moments: the buzzer beater against Houston, the 42-point game against the San Antonio Spurs, and the poster dunk that reminded fans of young Michael Jordan. Bulls fans believe Rose could bring another championship to Chicago. Chapter 5. The ACL Injury. Then came the moment that changed everything. It was April 28, 2012, in the first game in the playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers. Late in the fourth quarter, with the Bulls comfortably ahead, Rose drove to the basket, jumped, and landed awkwardly. He tore his ACL. That one injury altered the trajectory of his career and remains one of the biggest what-if moments in NBA history. The injury sent shockwaves through the league, and Rose missed the entire 2012-2013 season. Fans across the world anxiously awaited his return as the young MVP worked tirelessly to recover. It wasn't just physical, it was also a mental battle as well, as he had to learn to trust his knee again and face the fear of re-injury. Chapter 6. The Cycle of Setbacks and Returns. When Rose returned in the 2013-2014 season, expectations were high. He was still young and many hoped that he can regain his form. But just 10 games into his comeback, he tore the meniscus in his right knee, forcing him to miss yet another season. For the next few years, this became Rose's reality, a cycle of injuries, recoveries, and setbacks. After returning in 2015, Rose showed flashes of his former self, but the explosiveness wasn't there anymore. He had developed a reliable jump shot, but the constant knee issues made it difficult for him to regain confidence. His contract with the Bulls ended in 2016, marking the end of his time with the franchise that had once believed that he was the future. He went on to play for the Knicks, Cavaliers, and Timberwolves. Each stop represented a new chapter in his journey to stay relevant in the league. Chapter 7. Redemption. On October 31st, 2018, with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Derrick Rose had one of the most emotional games in NBA history. He dropped 50 points in a thrilling win over the Utah Jazz. The outpouring of emotion from Rose, his teammates, and the fans across the NBA made it clear that this was more than just a regular season game. This was a moment of redemption. For years, people had doubted Rose, counted him out, and wondered if he'd ever be a difference maker again. That night, Rose showed everyone that he still had something left in the tank. The 50-point game symbolized Rose's resilience, his love for the game, and his refusal to give up, no matter how many times he had been knocked down. It was a performance that reminded the world of why he had been an MVP and proved that his story was far from over. Chapter 8. The Legacy of Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose's legacy is complex. He's one of the greatest what-ifs in NBA history, a player with MVP talent who was derailed by injuries. But his legacy isn't just about missed potential. It's about resilience, determination, and a love for basketball that kept him going. In his prime, Rose was a force of nature and one of the most exciting players to ever step on the court. Despite the setbacks, he adapted, found new roles, and became an inspiration to fans and players alike. His story is one that resonates beyond basketball. Rose taught us that success isn't just about championships and MVPs. It's about the courage to keep going when things get tough. He'll be remembered not just for his explosive play in MVP season, but also for his perseverance and the way he showed us that it's possible to keep fighting no matter how hard life hits you. That's the story of Derrick Rose, a story of talent, tragedy, and triumph. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's your favorite Derrick Rose moment? Do you think he's the biggest what if in NBA history? If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.